this Saturday, the undisputed heavyweight title on the line as Usyk takes on Dubois. So let's take a closer look ahead to the fight now with DAZN.
Big fight preview on talkSPORT with DAZN. Watch Usyk versus Dubois on the 19th of July, live only on DAZN. Buy now at dazn.com/boxing.
Fury's wobbling. Usyk's caught it. Dubois landed a peach of a right hand.
It's boxing. I prepare for this fight.
First time ever 4 belts have been on the line in this country.
Just be a savage, bring chaos.
Usyk charging in for a finish. Fury doesn't know where he is. Dynamite Daniel Dubois has detonated. That shot was not low. That was borderline.
You conned the referee. You conned us. You conned the boxing world.
I'm not cheater. I think it's just games.
6, 7. He looked at the corner.
I'm gonna get under this game with these bombs I'm gonna be throwing.
8, 9.
I like play, but it's my rules.
Stay down there, Daniel Dubois. He gets up on 9.5. Usyk sinks down to the canvas.
Let it flow until I have to get in the ring and put chaos on the sky.
So, the heavyweight champion of the world, Oleksandr Usyk, against the very own British challenger, Daniel Dubois, live on talkSPORT on Saturday. John is right here in the studio to look ahead to his heavyweight boxer, Dave the White Rhino Allen. Dave, a very good morning.
Morning, Dave.
Good morning, how are you both?
Very good, Dave, and this should be, well, I'm looking forward to it. First of all, let me ask you, please, do you think it was a low blow in the first fight from Dubois?
This has been the question that's been asked 1,000 times. I thought it was an illegal shot.
Illegal? Or,
yeah, and I thought if the referee started counting, Usyk would have got up anyway and just continued.
Yeah.
Even if he was in some discomfort, but I thought it wasn't a legal blow, and I thought if the referee started counting, he got back up and won the fight anyway.
Yeah. So this is going to be tough for Daniel, although Daniel's a different animal now. He's more aggressive, isn't he?
Yeah, since the first fight, he's on a great run. He beat Miller, Hrgovic. That culminated in beating Anthony Joshua. You know, he knocked Joshua out. So Dubois the real deal. You know, he's improved. He's older. He's a bit more. I think he's got it all a bit more together. So I think all the pressure really is on Usyk. Usyk's undefeated. He's one of the best heavyweights one of the best fighters of all time. So I think Daniel can go in there and the pressure's off, and I think he's got a chance.
Yeah.
Is it early? He's got it in early.
I think he has to do it early. Yeah, I think he has to. Yeah.
Usyk's got that tactically. He's so good, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a master boxer. I went over to Ukraine to spar him.
Did you?
Yeah, it weren't my favourite experience. I got beat up quite a lot. It was a very
What is his strength, Usyk?
It's not. Like I say,
is he clever?
Yeah, he's not strong.
No, you look at him. Yeah,
he doesn't necessarily hit very hard. He's not even that big. He doesn't really do anything great, but he's just. Do what it is, he's fit. He's so fit, he's really physically fit. They're all the good ones are fit, but he's like, he's non-stop. Yeah, he's non-stop. It's horrible.
Tony Bellew said that, didn't he? He said he's never had so many punches hit him.
He's
just kept going and going and going.
I think a lot of boxers stood right in front of you and you hit each other and you think, this is all right. Usyk is here, then he's to the left of me, then the right of me, then he's behind me. It was horrible. I thought I was surrounded.
What about yourself then? What's next for you? I was just thinking, they're all talking about Fury and AJ and stuff like that. You'd have a crack at one of them, wouldn't you, give them the chance?
I mean, I would love to. I think, I don't see myself on their level, on these two guys, Usyk, Dubois, Fury, Joshua. I think, I'm pretty honest about where I'm at. I think these guys are superstars. These are world-class heavyweights. I don't particularly see myself as that, but these guys are coming back off long layoffs, off retirements, looking for opponents. Of course, I would box me. I would love to.
Yeah. Dave, you've sparred both of these, haven't you?
Yeah.
Usyk and Dubois.
Yeah.
Talk me through
different experiences. I sparred Daniel when he was 18.
Oh, wow.
It was Rob McCracken who was running the Great Britain team at the time. I was up there sparring. So we've got an 18-year-old boy here. Came to a few rounds and I thought, of course he can. I thought, I'm a nice guy. Get him in, I'll take it easy with him. He nearly took my head off. Yeah, it was awful.
He was 18?
He was 18 and I thought I'd been a nice guy. I said, bring him in. Of course I'll look after him.
Help him.
I was surviving to get through to the end. He nearly took my head off.
Wow.
From that day on, I knew it was going to be good. Usyk, I went to spar in Ukraine for the Chisora fight. I was there for 2 weeks. And that weren't easy either. No, that weren't easy.
I tell you, he's a nice guy. Joseph Parker. We've spoke to Joseph a few times in here. Lovely guy. Too nice to be a boxer, almost.
No, I'm not sure about that. He can still fight. I seen him yesterday. There was talks of me and him possibly fighting, but he's again looking at Usyk, Dubois. He's looking at the biggest fights. So, but it was nice for me to be mentioned with someone, with someone like that. He's one of the best heavyweights of the last 10 years.
Dave, he keeps mentioning him. Who's Moses?
Oh yeah.
What's he going to be like?
Yeah, I think he's the best up and coming heavyweight at the minute. Maybe the best up and coming prospect in world boxing at any weight. There's a kid called Leo Atang from York. He's only 18. He had his debut on the Jack Catchell show. He's another heavyweight coming through. He's another one that's got world championship.
What's his name? Leo
Atang. He has world championship potential. But with Moses Atama, he's got to fight Dylan White August 16th. So
won't be easy.
We'll find out a lot more August 16th, definitely.
But he's flattened everyone he's taken on, hasn't he?
Yeah, I think he looks the real deal. But when he flattens somebody with some real experience with who's been there, like a Dylan White, if he beats Dylan White in the same fashion he's been beating everyone else, I will get as excited as you are.
Yeah. Crikey. Are you going to the fight? Are you going to be ringside?
I'm commentating Saturday. For talkSPORT, so that'll be nice. I've never been to Wembley before. Yesterday was my first time. Couldn't believe how big it was.
Yeah,
I was a football fan in the late 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah.
So obviously, you played at Wembley a few times, wouldn't you?
Yeah, absolutely. We played at Millennium Stadium because they built a new stadium. I played in the last ever game at Wembley, the old stadium.
What was it like playing there? Nerve-wracking.
Unbelievable. Yeah.
Was you more nervous playing there than anywhere else?
There's because you're playing for your country as well. Yeah. There's more at stake. I know you're playing, and it's a bigger game when you play at Wembley. If you know what I mean. You're playing either a final, of a cup final, or you're playing for your country. So there's always a little bit more pressure. But it's some stadium, innit?
I was terrified. I was there yesterday. I was terrified just looking out, thinking these poor boys have all got to go out and fight there.
Dave, growing up?
I was a United fan. I wasn't really a fan of yourself.
No.
I was a huge United fan.
Was you?
Yeah, from
so 99 was a good
98
season.
98 till about 2006. I was the biggest United fan ever. Yeah.
Top team then.
Oh, brilliant!
By the way.
Did you not play football when you were young?
Yeah, we all played football when we was young, but at what level? I was a very, very good Sunday League striker.
A Sunday League guy?
I used to bang 80 in a season.
Did you?
The under 12s, 13s, 14s. Yeah. Well, that's
did you have any trials or anything?
No. I was very, very average, yeah. Very average.
Dave's going to stay with us for another 15 minutes. We'll find out what might be next for him. As well, a YouTuber, Jake Paul and Joshua could really fight, eh? But that was a look ahead to Usyk's Dubois with DAZN. Don't miss the heavyweight rematch between them both for all the belts and undisputed glory. That's Usyk against Dubois. This Saturday, July 19, live only in DAZN. Staying with heavyweights, Dave Allen's still with us in the studio. Avenged that controversial defeat to Johnny Fisher, but winning the rematch in May. Have you any firm plans yet, Dave? You know what's happening?
I was meant to be boxing. Well, the plan was to box for the British heavyweight title, but yesterday the British Boxing Board of Control, they ordered Jamie TKV against Fraser Clark. So not sure really now, but you're only as good as your last fight, and I was all right in my last fight. So people, when you've done well in something, people are nice to you. So I'm not bothered about.
Where does Fabio go now?
Fabio Wardley.
Yeah,
I'm not too sure really. He's unbeaten. He's got high rankings, but you got Dubois and Usyk, you got Parker, Caballel, you got Joshua Fury, lurking, waiting. So it's pretty congested.
So he's right in there with them.
I think he's right in there, but it's congested in terms of waiting for the title shot, definitely. So I'm not really sure.
Right, what about... Sorry, Ray.
I asked Dave about... Who looks after you, Dave? Who's your manager? He went, I'm my own manager. You don't get many boxers like that, do you?
No, I pretty much managed myself for the last 10 years, really. I've made some bad choices as well. Yeah, I made some terrible choices. There's been times where I thought I boxed the Cuban guy, Luis Ortiz, was number 1 in the world. Yeah, I boxed him for next to nothing. So looking back, that wasn't the wisest choice. No. I'm a little bit older. I get a lot of good advice.
So you know roughly what you need money-wise and all that sort of stuff?
I just think the best person look after number one, I think. So, but yeah, definitely been times I probably shouldn't have been self-managed. Yeah.
Stay with the heavyweights. Jake Paul, now this is an interesting one, has proven he's serious about facing Joshua by accepting an incredibly low purse split for the crossover clash. The problem child met with Saudi power broker Turki Alashik last week to discuss a possible fight with AJ. Here's AJ's promoter Eddie Hearn.
I mean, in the mad world that we live in, you might just see it. You know, I mean, when this fight was first mentioned by Jake Paul, I kind of laughed and thought that'd be nice, wouldn't it? And then, you know, meetings with His Excellency last week, who I think realises the commercial size of that fight and that opportunity. So if Jake Paul was mad enough to do it, I think Anthony would probably say yes as well and do everybody a favour and end it all, you know, for Mr. Paul in boxing. So, like I said, not really a fight we've been targeting, but if it's presented to us, why not?
Well, Dave, you'd have a bit of Jake Paul, wouldn't you?
Yeah, if I'm Anthony Joshua and I want to get paid whatever they're going to pay him, I'd love to box Jake Paul, definitely. But Jake Paul, for boxing people, Jake Paul for me is like an area title contender, you know. So I don't think he's terrible at this point. I think he's actually worked hard. He's developed into like an okay fighter. I've no problem with him doing what he's doing, apart from he's fighting a 58-year-old Mike Tyson. Yeah. He's fighting Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., 10 years past his best. I'm not a fan of that, but if he boxed Joshua, would I like it? No.
He wouldn't last long, would he, with Joshua? 30
seconds. I wouldn't like it, but I certainly watch it, though. I would certainly watch it and enjoy it, yeah.
But these YouTubers, everyone's after them now. Television companies, radio companies, everyone.
Yeah, I think there's like the misfits boxing that's happening, and like Jake Paul. I think it's good. I think it brings great eyes to boxing. Jake Paul's doing great things. There was a show, Kate Taylor Serrano 3.
Oh, I've not seen that yet.
Great platform for the boxer who was on the card. The same for the fighters that was on Jake Paul's undercard. But in terms of Jake Paul, the boxer, he's doing okay, but I wouldn't want to see him box Anthony Joshua. I would, but I wouldn't.
I tell you one fight I did like was Eubank Ben. I enjoyed that as a fight.
Yeah, it was a cracking fight. It was a brilliant fight. I think before the fight, for me, I'm not a fan of like all these weight restrictions. It's a very dangerous game we're in. Eubank doing 160 is hard enough. With the next day rehydration clause, I thought that was unsafe. I wasn't, as a boxing fan, I wasn't really a massive fan of all of that, but the fight itself ended up being a brilliant fight.
Yeah, do you think the verdict was right, wasn't it?
Yeah, well,
I thought Eubank won the fight, definitely. Yeah.
Who did you look up to, Dave, when you first started boxing?
I started boxing. I was 16 when I started boxing. I left school with not any qualifications, so I had to go and find something. My dad was a professional boxer,
but I
didn't really know much about being a boxer, so my first heroes were a man called John Buster Keaton, who's British cruiserweight champion. Okay. He trained at Brendan Ingles' gym where I first started boxing. And a lot of people won't know him, but to me, he was like my hero. He used to turn up at the gym. I'd be there when he could be there, so I could train with him. There was Junior Witter in the gym, who was world champion. Kell Brook at the time was British champion. But this man, John Keaton, he took me under his wing, really. Made me feel a bit special and stuff would help me out. So him, I guess, more so on the biggest stage. I was never really a Mayweather fan. I wasn't a Mayweather fan or Pacquiao, really. I like John Murray from Manchester. He was my first hero that I didn't know. But
Lennox Lewis?
Not really, no.
I thought he was a great fighter, mate.
No, I thought he was a brilliant fighter, but for me, I looked up to the boxers that, like, the ones that I knew, really, the ones that put their arm around me and really helped me. Helped me out personally and stuff. It's all right being a great fighter, but these people were great people that really helped me as well.
Yeah, brilliant. We look forward to the big fight at Wembley. It's going to be great when you see that place packed.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I think I'm nervous. I'm nervous for him. I get nervous for the people. I'm really bad for it. When I was at the press conference, I looked out. And my first thought was, these poor people got to walk out here and have a scrap. Yeah. Horrible, yeah.
Well, who was at Tottenham Stadium recently as well, wasn't he? That's a great stadium as well for an event.
It's brilliant.
That is some stadium for an event, definitely.
Dave, good luck to you, pal. Thank you very much for joining us in the studio. Thanks to Dave Allen for joining us. Part of the boxing coverage for Supersonic Saturday. Up next, Sam Matterface, Alec Crook and Charlie Adam. But we'll leave you with this to get you in the mood for all the sport coming your way across the talkSPORT network tomorrow. Have a great weekend. I'll see you next Wednesday. Thank you.